Hello again and welcome back to another video review. Today we have a package that I purchased off eBay, which should have whatever the title of this video shall be called.
What you just witnessed was the first 15 seconds of the original TIMMY M9 video, and that's a lot more than you needed to see. If you've actually watched that video in its entirety, I'm truly sorry that you had to witness that. Let's actually get into proper review time and finally have a better look at the TIMMY M9. Greetings everyone, and welcome back to another video in either Cheapo Phone reviews or Attack of the Clones. Not sure which one it is, because it kind of looks like an Oppo N1 once again, because the droid swivel looks like an Oppo N1. Not really, it just, the whole rotating camera thing is probably the only thing that's close to the Oppo N1. So let's just roll along with it, as I did in that previous video, which if you haven't seen the previous video about the Torque droid swivel, I'll have it carded up the top there, so you can go have a look at that thing first and see what you think, and then come back to this one, and we can all sit back and talk about TIMMY. TIMMY is a phone manufacturer that I stumbled across. It was a cheap phone on eBay for 45 Australian dollars. It had that little gimmick with the flippy camera, so I bought it and I reviewed it back then, and I haven't watched the video since probably 2020, I think. Actually, come to think of it, I think that video was done in 2018 because I originally had that on my old channel, and then when that got deleted, I re-uploaded it to this one. It's probably 2018, which that's still a long time ago. But it was the first real introduction to weirdo brand names on this channel. Join me on a re-review of the TIMMY M9. That probably will go for a lot longer than it should, so if you need to skip along through the video to certain segments, feel free to use the timestamps in the description below so you can just... it's fine. Alright, here we go. Torque droid swivel with a lot of fingerprints on it. Fuck me. Starting with this. The Torque droid swivel, which I had a look at last week, and honestly, I liked this phone. For the price that it was available at, and for 2015, it would have done the job. In 2024, it's outdated and not really usable, but it was good looking back at it. Let's just keep that to the side, because we're taking a look at TIMMY. Yes, we could joke about the name Timmy and go back to one of the more well-known characters named Timmy from a certain cartoon, or we could also talk about Tim from Spaced.
Hello, Timmy!
Why a company decided that Timmy would be a good name for their phones, I'm not too sure, but it exists. And as far as I know, Timmy made probably another 4 or 5 phones that were pretty low-end stuff around probably 2014 to 2015. And if you Google Timmy phone, I do make an appearance in the search results. How many people have watched that video, by the way? 80,000 of you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's do this one justice then. Here's the green box, a very iconic green, if you catch my drift. But on the back though, we have the specifications for the device with a 5-inch IPS display with a resolution of 960 by 540, the MT6582 quad core. Don't worry, quad core was kind of like, you know, the new technology back then. You had quad and then you had quad, and that's running at 1.3 gigahertz. We have Android 4.4.2, same as on the Torque droid swivel, 1 gig RAM and 8 gigs of storage, same as the Torque, but we have a 2000 mAh battery. Unboxing it, here's Timmy, which we'll come back to. And inside the box, I believe we got quite a few extras in this. We got a power adapter that I never even opened in its own Timmy branded plastic bag, but it's the same, a generic adapter, isn't it? Oops. Should I have not opened this? It would have been worth a lot of money in like 10 years time. That's terrible. That weighs a whole lot of nothing. That's a European plug too. Okay, well that goes in there. I may as well just lift the whole top up. There you go. We also get micro USB cable, the case that sticks onto the back of the phone. So it's not even a case, it's just a leather flippy thing for the flippy flip. Yeah, okay. Screen protector. And you do get actual TIMMY branded instructions, which is in a whole bunch of different languages. Where's the English? There's the English. But it's all just how to power on the phone. Wait, what did it say there? What to do if the phone couldn't be turned on. Remove and discard the protective film from the positive and negative terminals on the top of the battery. The phone runs out of power and needs to be charged for more than 2 hours to activate itself. Alright, cool. Makes sense to me. You'll see very soon that I have some troubles with this TIMMY phone. You might all say, hey, SMOOREZ, you could have just checked the instructions. Well, I just checked these instructions to see if that problem would be fixed in here, and it's not. However, there's some kind words from our friends at TIMMY about this. They say, thank you for choosing us, we're working hard for you. Well, they're out of business now, so they really worked hard, didn't they? But wait for it. TIMMY is for those mavericks who, like me, appreciate technological innovation, style, and seek to be different. So I'm proud to be an official ambassador for TIMMY. Cheers. There you go, folks. I'm now an official ambassador for TIMMY. I mean, I'm basically doing their advertising
6 years too late. It doesn't even show the right TIMMY phone in this. You'll see the issues that I have with this phone very soon, but these instructions don't say too much.
IMEI's on the sticker there, if you want to look them up and tell me what these correspond with. It's definitely 2G and 3G, no 4G on this one. We know the system on chip already, so of course it's 3G. But here is TIMMY. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while, hasn't it? And straight away what I can say with the TIMMY is that it's got a metal frame on it, and it actually has a bit of heft to it, which for a budget phone, like holding it in the hands, it doesn't really feel like a budget phone at all. It feels quite solid for what it is. Yeah, it's solid. This part looks like the Oppo N1. This kind of looks like an HTC M7 or M8, that sort of area with the speaker grill. However, that doesn't actually have a speaker in it, as far as I remember. It definitely looks better than the Talk though. That's what I can say. But does it perform better than the Talk? At the top, we have the earpiece, as well as a bunch of sensors in there. There's like 3 different sensors in there, because that actually has some functionality, and I'll show you that soon. The 5-inch display, capacitive buttons, the speaker grill area that doesn't have a speaker in it. Around the sides, on the metal frame, the volume rocker, as well as the power button. At the bottom, headphone jack, micro USB port, and the microphone would be encased probably in there most likely. On the other side, nothing but the shiny, shimmery goldness of the phone. Is goldness even a word? And at the top, we've got the camera module just there, which just flips like so, and that's what it looks like. And you do have the 8 megapixel camera right there with the LED flash. And on the back also says, please open the back cover and remove the installation paste from the battery before use. I'm glad I left that on there. That's a feature. TIMMY branding there, some certifications, which probably didn't pass any of them, and the actual speaker at the bottom there. The back is also plastic. The front is glass, and we've got a metal frame. So some attention to the build quality was done with this phone. And taking the back off, there's not a whole lot on there, but we do have the green TIMMY battery, which I can just bonk, which is all stretched. Look at this thing. Why is it in another language? Veuillez consulter le guide de utilisation avant de utiliser le pile. Aha, por favor. Certifications, model A002, 2000 mAh. Look at that stretched QR code. If you want to scan that and tell me where that takes you, feel free. That is a 2000 mAh battery there. Not going to complain, it works fine. And inside we have the TIMMY M9. I've said TIMMY so many times during this review. Feel free to do a drinking game if you want. GSM, WCDMA, smartphone, made in China, of course you are. Both IMEIs there, and the serial number 2015. So yeah, this was made in 2015, which would be quite accurate. We do have 2 mini SIM slots just there, and the micro SD card is... Wait, what? Hang on, I was going to say, there's no micro SD card slot. No, it's underneath this mini SIM slot, just there, I think. Let me put a Telstra SIM in it and call it, if I can somehow work out how this goes. It's a mini SIM and a micro SIM. Wait, how the fuck does this go? Wait, what? Is that nano? No way is that nano. Bullplop. Wait, I'm confused here. It's 2 micro SIM slots? I just assumed they'd both be mini. Oh, I see how it goes. Wait, no I don't. What the fuck? Does it literally go underneath like this? No, it doesn't. What am I doing wrong here? That's how it goes, right? What? Hang on, what the fuck? I think I've got it. SIM 1 goes that way, and then SIM 2... How does SIM 2 even go? I've worked it out. SIM 1 goes at the top, and it's a micro SIM. SIM 2 is also a micro SIM, but that goes underneath and upside down. What a strange design, but alright, sure. And the micro SD card goes right there. That baffled me for a bit. Anyways, let's go ahead and install the battery, put the back on, and let's see what TIMMY can do in 2024. Not a whole lot. Here we go. System files are also in the description. Feel free to have a look at them and tell me what you find. I'll have a look through QuickShortcutMaker. It's not an over-the-top sound like the Talk. It's just alright. And we've booted up. There we go. We've booted up to pretty much stock Android 4.4.2. Everything on here is pretty much the same as the Talk, no bloatware, which is good. The display quality on this, for 2015 and a resolution of 960 by 540, it's okay. It will do, but if you have a look at the icons just a little bit closer, you can see that they're not too detailed. And color-wise, the wallpaper doesn't really seem that vibrant on camera, and in person, what I'll say for the display is it's better than the Talk, even though the Talk was slightly damaged, but you get an idea that this is probably a lot better. We also have 3G at the top, which I'll test soon, and if I swipe down, and God, Android 4 was such an experience, wasn't it? Got all of the shortcut options there, don't really need to open any of them. And if I touch and hold on the main screen, I can do wallpapers, video wallpapers. Hang on, what live wallpapers have we got? Oh, all the standard ones for Android 4. Video wallpapers is just Oh, no way. Oh my god. That's cool. Hang on a second, I got a better idea. I feel that's appropriate. I want video wallpapers to come back and be a thing. That's fun. Ooh, abstract art design? That's very familiar. Where's... That's Note 3. That's Samsung Note 3, I believe. Could be Note 4. No, these are Samsung. These are all Samsung. No, they're not. Yes, they are. I don't know. I'm being indecisive. They look good, though. They look really cool. Well, all of these will be in the system files, so if you want to pinch one and put them on your own phone, feel free. Are they jelly beans? No, they're not jelly beans. They're definitely not jelly beans. What am I thinking? Yeah, there's a lot to choose from. That's stock Android. I think I'm going to put this. I like this better. I like that. Oh my god, it's ugly. Oh, boy. Ouch. That looks horrific. Let's get rid of that then. Wait, there's more default videos. There's this one. Well, it looks the same. Let's choose this one then. Ah, there we go. Ooh. That's pretty. Yeah, petition to bring back video wallpapers. Unless you can do video wallpapers on Android 14 that I'm just not aware of. You probably can actually. So let's go straight into settings. The thing with the flippy camera on this is that majority of the time you'll have it in this position, because if you have it in the other position, it sticks up like this. With the torque, you could have it in that position or like that, and it wouldn't really affect it. But this, it sort of sticks up, so you're more likely to have it in the default position most of the time anyways. So if you do get a phone call, the top of the phone will work as it's intended to. Unless you did have it like this and want to use it like this, I'll give it a go. What's the default ringtone? Andromeda? That one. Okay. How does it sound? Pretty average. Yeah, that's average. For 3G, it's fine. It'll do. See? It works. That's how loud it is. Pretty good. If you have the top flipped to the back, you can actually still hear it. Not as loud as it would be, but it's fine. And the front sensors work pretty good as well. And the video wallpaper actually continued on during phone calls, so that's pretty cool. Let me go to Wi-Fi and connect to my boring Wi-Fi network. There's the old G-board there. Wow, does anyone remember this Wi-Fi network? Holy moly, I haven't used that in ages. That means I haven't even reset this since I last used it. That's amazing. Bluetooth we can leave off, but in more, do we have anything different? Nope, just all the usual stuff there. Audio profiles, general, silent, meeting and outdoor with best on there, which is just an audio enhancer for earphones. Here I was on the talk thinking that it was best loudness the whole time. It's not. It's just for earphones. I'll check to see if the headphone jack works on this. Should do. Display, pretty much all normal until the gravity calibration utility. Please keep the phone horizontally. Maybe I shouldn't touch that just in case. And call flash would be the LED going boop, 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 boop when you get a phone call. Now here's something that was very popular on the Samsung S4 and the Note 3. I'm not sure if it continued on after that, but I used to use it on my S4 though, and that's air distance gesture. If I have this on, and if I go to help, you can control your device by moving your hand above the front sensor. So if I was to do this, it should work. Maybe here somewhere? Oh, there we go, look. Wow. And then, isn't that cool? It's dumb, it's gimmicky, but it's cool. So if you had an S4 or something like that, and you'd set the phone up, it'd have all of the gesture settings on the setup screen, and I'm like, yes, all of them on, and you just go through gallery and be like, futuristic. It's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I'll leave it on, why not? We have Smart Wake here, which everything's on, which means that if you do this and like draw an O, it'll make that silly sound, and comes up with the clock. Click on the name to understand the function. When screen is black, draw C can wake dialer. I know. When screen is black, draw O can wake clock. I know. Oh, good job, Timmy. Good job, buddy. Storage is 8 GB and 64 GB for my micro SD card. Battery is at 68%. And I accidentally left this on my desk for one day, 5 hours. Completely forgot to switch it off. So if it dies, I'll have to plug in life support, but it should be fine. In system apps, let's have a quick look through here and see if there's anything that might be interesting, like 3D live weather. I'll have to go back to widgets. Android keyboard, browser, built-in files, QuickShortcutMaker. I'll get to you soon. There's some applications that I had on here. Cheeky Android, let's not ignore Cheeky Android. There he is. Hi buddy, how you doing? And continuing on, config updater was there as well. Wonder if we can actually maybe stuff around with the specs? Maybe? I probably won't put a Gmail onto this. I'll just sideload everything because I don't think Android 4 is supported anymore. at all. I think I can actually put a Gmail on here, but I don't think the Play Store would actually work. And that's right on my eyes there too. But that's pretty much all of that. Once I get to QuickShortcutMaker, I'll have a look through there and see what we can do. Wait, where's widgets? How do you do widgets? It's not here. I'll just open up later. Security. We have screen lock, voice unlocks here as well. Don't need to try that again. I think you get a good idea of how that worked on the talk. Accessibility has talkback. Do you want to install it for free from the Android market? Wow, when it was called the Android market. Wow, that's a long time ago. About phone, here we go. Model M9 4.4.2, 2015 in the baseband, kernel version, build number as well, which does say all of these specs there, but why does it say 64? That's interesting. QHD there. It's Quarter HD, not Quad HD. And it is definitely a TIMMY. I think we've definitely gathered that by now, that it's a TIMMY phone. Look, everyone, we have a unique serial number. Oh, I'm joking. It's not unique. It's 01234567898BCDF. We might be able to change it though. Have a look at the Easter egg while we're here. Which, Kit Kat, and there it is. I have a tablet that runs Android Honeycomb, and I really thought I should do a review on it because Android 3 is so weird. It was basically a tablet-only thing. If anyone wants to see that, let me know and I'll put it on the to-do list. That's all working as it should, and might get a better look at the colors there as well. They seem a little bit more vibrant than on the wallpaper. Once again though, the display is nothing too spectacular. It's fairly average, but for a budget phone that cost me only $45 Australian, it was worth it back then. And currently the performance of this is actually quite reasonable. Everything sort of opens up quite fast. It feels a tiny bit laggy in some areas, but for the most part, it's pretty good. And I guess we should do the browser test. Oh my god, look at the YouTube logo. Wow. And eBay as well. That's a throwback. Let's go straight to Google then, which is using airworldnet.com. Okay, can we actually go to Google? There'll probably be some certificate errors popping up soon. Let's quickly Google TIMMY M9. And there it is. There's my video. 2018. I thought it was 2019. No, it is 2018. So I might have actually filmed it in 2017 and uploaded it in 2018. Oh my god, I don't know. But Amazon in Spain. Let's open this up. It's getting there. Okay, there it is. Wow. No disponible por el momento. Okay, I take it that means it's not available anymore. Alright, it's getting a little bit laggy here. Starting to struggle. We have reviews. We're getting there. There we go. We've got reviews. I think they're not happy with the phone, perhaps? Oh, they're definitely not happy with it. That's a 1 star. For 2015, web browsing would have been fine on this. Nowadays, probably not so much. Now let's go onto YouTube. Alright, let's see Costa Rica. Not in 4K. Through the browser, not expecting it to be too much, but I typed in Costa Rica. Close enough. Okay, it's at 360p. And it's chugging. Oh yeah, this has gone really slow now. I just want to stop it so I can try and change the resolution. Let's do 480p. Okie dokie. Okay, well, oh, wait. What's with the speaker? It kind of just went whoop whoop. Look, it's smooth. It's okay at 480p in the browser. Yeah, it doesn't look that good. I'm sure if you had YouTube actually installed on this thing back then, you would have been fine, but in the browser it's not the best. And as I said, it's starting to get a little bit chuggy. So let's continue along fairly quickly because we don't have too many apps that we need to open. So calculator is, whoa, it's a different calculator. It actually looks like a calculator. Calendar and camera. Let's talk about the camera. Do you remember on the Droid how I could just record a video and go record in that way, record this way? Can't do it on this. If you were to do this and then you flip the camera, it stops recording, which when I was doing the camera test and done that, I've just went, oh really? I tried to look to see if there's any settings to maybe have that to not do that, but we don't have anything. 8 megapixels for the picture size, and in videos, EIS was on, and video quality was fine, which is 1920 by 1088. And it doesn't look that good, but you'll see very soon. Another thing also in videos is that the LED flash doesn't work. So if I was to record videos, LED is clearly on, but it no worky. Not sure why. The phone's also getting quite warm. I can feel it through the metal frame that it is heating up. Wow. At this point in time, the talk was just, you know, cruising along. The Timmy's just kind of, he's not having a good time. And we have the autofocus that's going to keep going off its head. We have live photo mode, which I'll show you. Then we have, what the hell happened? Oh, I forgot about that. That's probably happening. That was motion tracking mode. We also have beauty mode and multi-angle view. Yeah, I'm doing something with the sensor, and panorama as well. There is not really too much to say here about the camera. So let me splice in the photos and videos that I took with Timmy and have a look at them, come back and continue on with this review. See how it actually swaps? Because there's a sensor in there. Maybe we should pull out the sensor so then it doesn't do that. Alright, we're back. Look at it. What? Yeah, of course, you're destroying the house. Now you're stuck. Okay, here we are testing the TIMMY M9, the smartphone with the flippy camera, well, the second one I'm having a look at. And what's unfortunate is that I can't flip the camera and have it face me and then flip it back without the video stopping. That's one thing that the Talk did perfectly fine, but this doesn't do it, which is weird, but I guess there's some sort of a sensor in there or something, and we don't have... Oh, we do have autofocus, actually. Not that it helps too much, though. But the phone's also warming up quite a bit as well. The Talk didn't get that hot. This is getting quite warm. But yeah, I was recording Ripley and flipped it, and sure enough, it stopped. I'll show you at the end of this video what it does, but you get a good idea of what's going on. I don't remember the video quality of this. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 720p? Maybe? Something? Lemons? Do they look good? There you go. Yeah, they look reasonable. And then, do you look reasonable? Not really. You look okay. And then the sky looks reasonable. And then if I go for a 4x digital zoom, can we see Breeze? Nope, looks like a JPEG. I twist the camera ever so slightly and it just stops. I'm also sweating too, sorry. And yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. So I like the Talk camera thing better than this one, because if I move this, once it clicks back into place, it just stops. That's our burb. Okay, pissed off. Yeah, okay, let's see how it is at night time then. The LED flash doesn't work in night mode. So if I was to go up close to a froggo, yeah, no, you can't see anything. That's a bit disappointing. These are not the photos that I took with the Timmy. Move along. You've just seen the photos and videos that I took with this thing. What I can say with the camera is that it's very inconsistent. The autofocus works, and then when you take a photo, it doesn't work. It goes all shaky and stuff. HDR also, well, you know, here's the normal photo. Take that in. Then HDR. Not the best. It'll do, I guess. Some shots had detail, but for the majority of them, they all were just washed out, blurry, and just all over the place. But I have to think back to 2015. Was it good for 2015? I guess it was reasonable for a cheapy phone. I don't even know the retail price of this. Probably would have been about $100 or something. If this was 125 Australian, then I wonder what this would have been selling for. If anyone wants to try and dig up a retail price of the TIMMY M9, feel free to let me know what it originally sold for. And videos on this aren't really too much to talk about either. They were at 30 frames a second, but just, yeah, if you flip it while recording, it just stops it. It is unfortunate, as I would have loved to have gone back, front, but nah, doesn't do that on this one. And no LED flashing videos, which is super strange. Anyways, let's move on. Clock downloads email. File manager is the stock one. Yep, there it is there. FM radio. You need an earphone as an antenna. Please plug in your earphone. I will. Does the headphone jack actually work on this? Oh, I love how there's a yes or no prompt. What if I go no? Oh, okay. Yes. 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 I have. It's connected, buddy. It is. These headphones have a button on them. That's probably why they're not working. Actually, the connection feels really iffy. Tell you what, let's just move on. Gallery, Gmail, Google settings, maps. Not going to test GPS, but I assume it would be still fine. Messaging, movie studio, which no one actually told me on the previous video if that was a default app with Android 4 or not. I don't remember it being there. It could have been. Let's do speaker test though. What? Oh, look at the dude dancing in between the two speakers there. Oh, that's kind of funny. Oh wow, that's the equalizer. That threw me off then. I'm like, what the hell is this? It's time for the speaker test. It just looks fancy. What the hell? Yes, because that clearly is Doom. Clearly. Okay. Oh, I remember a phone where you could actually do like mixing with this. You could go boop, 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 boop. I think it was a Huawei, possibly. But look at the UI. That's so weird, but alright, cool. Party shuffle. Okay, party shuffle then. My music in Comic Sans there, I think. Let's do the speaker test then with this. Is it? Oh, it's all the way up. Oh boy. That's tinny. Ugh. I can hear hissing. Oh. Definitely where the sound is coming from, but there's like a hiss going on. It's like sss in the background sort of thing. Yeah, that speaker's not that good at all. Alright, terrible song I made. The hissing's still there. No bass. Really flat. No punch to it at all. Nah, not that good. Not that good at all. The talk was much better, actually. So far at this point in time, I'm liking this more. This has better build quality and a better screen, but I still like this better. So well done to you, talk. You're winning. Well, that's the speaker test. And going along, we don't have too much left. What does the Play Store look like? Oh, I have to sign in. Never mind. Sound recorder. Ooh, slightly different. Does it need to actually work, though? It works in 3GPP. To do torch, videos, and voice search is left on here. So I can finally show you the torch. On we go, and this is how bright it is. It's actually fairly reasonable, but during the photos, as you've already seen in the camera test, the photos just have that bleed from the LED there. But hey, it's reasonable for what it is. That's all the default stuff that's on here. So I'm going to go ahead and install Grand Theft Auto 3 on this, so we can do gaming, spec apps, QuickShortcutMaker, and then we can tear this down and finally see what's inside of this thing, because that's what I'm more excited about, to see how this all works, and that too. I want to see how that works as well. Alright, GTA 3, here we go. At least you can see what's on the display now. How does it look? How does it look? How does it look? Oh, bit shuggy. Bit shuggy. Oh, Banshee. It's laggy, isn't it? It is. It's laggy. Why was it fine on the talk, but it's like... Yeah, it's choppy. It's choppy on this. If I put the settings down ever so slightly, it'd be fine. Input lag. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's kind of struggling with GTA 3, and that lag is terrible. Oh, that's painful. It's like a good second before it actually works. Let's put everything on the default settings. There we go. And see what it looks like now. Okay, that's better, but it looks terrible. And it's still got the input lag, and it's kind of choppy still. How is this running worse on this, but it ran pretty good on this, and they have the same specs, and the screen's damaged on this, but it's still... Let's check the specs. We already know what's in here, but it's good to double check them anyways. Also, the battery's not quite holding up as much as I thought it would. It's fine, we're almost done anyways. Device info hardware, it's just the M9. As I said earlier in the video, it is sort of like an HTC as well. So it's like Oppo N1, HTC M7, M8, M9 sort of thing down there. It's more so that gold color that was available on the M9. It's definitely the 6582, 1GB of LPDDR2, the Kingston module there with 8GB. System on chip is the 6582, quad core at 1.3 GHz with the Mali 400MP GPU. System is M9, 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 4.4 KitKat. All good there. I don't know if I've got root access on this or not. I'll have to check in the other app. 960 by 540 with probably, what, 5-point multi-touch? Just 2-point. Okay. 50 Hz as well. Memory, 1GB and 8GB. Camera, 8 megapixel. Why does it say 9.4 megapixels there? It was definitely 8 megapixel shots that I got from this. Battery profile is 1000 milliamp hours. Thermal on the CPU is 43 degrees at the moment. It has cooled down, but it's still pretty warm. And finally, in sensors, we have the 3 main ones just listed there. So I'll try the other app real quickly and see if there's anything different. The board is Yawanda 82, wet KK. Yes. Still in the build ID, it has 64 there. Why that's got 64, I'm not too sure, but I see 2017 there. So were you made in 2015, 2016, 2017? I don't know. Definitely KitKat. I have root access. Well, that's interesting. Didn't know that. The system on chip code is Yawanda 82. You want to know what's going on? That's a silly joke. Memory's all correct. RAM is all correct. Screen is not quite correct. Battery is good enough. Thermal, it's getting there. Well, there's a heart rate monitor. No, it's not. It's just a generic one. Cameras, 9.22 megapixels. That's not correct. It does 8 megapixel shots. Good to see that we do have root access, though. Not sure how helpful that would be, because I don't know what else I could do with this. I can't install a custom ROM on this. Wouldn't know where to begin if I was to do that. I'll admit, it'd be interesting to get a custom ROM running on one of these, like, generic phones. But it sort of takes away the charm of the whole generic welcome phone sort of thing. If you have something usable, it's not really a welcome phone then. It's a welcome phone with a paint job, basically. But still, it would be interesting if I could actually do a custom ROM on one of these. So let's have a look through this. Which camera is Gangwon Camera Box? Oh, I broke it. There's editing. Oh my god. Did you see what that said? No psych. Okay. There's a completely unused camera in here. Which, come to think of it, when I was transferring the photos to my PC and I had this connected, when I was copying all the photos, it all of a sudden just come up with something has stopped working. And then I couldn't copy anything. I have to restart the phone and then start from scratch, copy the photos again, and it would work. Don't know why it kept crashing. For some reason, small partners such as your photos quickly share. Ren. WeChat, QQ, Sina, WeChat, Pals. Completely unused camera. Oh my god, there's a contact us. Do you want to exit the app center? Okay. It's a camera and an app center at the same time? Well, let's keep moving on and see if I can find anything else. Oh, there was no updates, was there? Oh, there's updates here. Yeah, 2017. No, I thought I had an update then, I was going to say, but nah, no such luck on this. Here we go, hardware info. What's this? Oh, okay, this just shows you everything that's on this. Where's the 3D weather service? Network is not available, please check it. Alright, let's ignore that then. It's all the normal stuff that I'd come across in this, apart from the whole hidden camera thing. Wait a second, that camera application is the camera, because there's no other camera in here that I can see. I'm confused. Wait, what? So you're telling me that this camera is that? No, that doesn't make sense at all. That's gone completely over my head, to be fairly honest. That's everything that I can do with the Timmy at this point in time. Years back, I could have done a lot more with it, but nowadays, it's outdated. It's 10 versions behind. Almost 11 versions behind. What's currently available? What do I think of this phone? For the price I paid for it, and for back then, it's reasonable enough for a budget phone. For me personally, I honestly had more fun with this than I did with the Timmy. The Flippy camera worked great, the pictures weren't anything too spectacular, but they were fine. The build quality is much better on this, and it feels better in the hand than the Talk. Even though it's got the same specs as the Talk, it just feels laggier, and the Flippy camera just wasn't really executed properly, but I think I'm a sucker for gimmicks. Oh, I found the widgets, by the way. I forgot the widgets were all the way that way. This gesture thing's kind of cool. I can't show you 3D weather because it can't find a city. It was good to revisit this all these years later, because I honestly didn't remember the conclusion that I came to on the original video, and I don't really want to find that out. 2024 S'MOOREZ says, for the price I paid for it, it's a good collection piece, but I don't think anyone would have wanted to purchase a phone called Timmy. Actually, no, a whole bunch of people on Amazon did. And me. I don't know, Timmy, what'd the audience think? Did they think you're a worthy device, or a heap of garbage? Probably a heap of garbage, but you know what? It was good to look back at it, as I said. Ultimately, between these two phones, I'm going to stick with Talk. So well done to Talk, which is a company in the Philippines that has stopped making phones, but the phone that they did make was decent, and I prefer this over this thing. Too bad the LCD's crap on this though. I can still fix it, maybe I could. That's the conclusion with this one. Let's tear this thing apart and finally have a look and see what's inside of this. Also, the user interface kind of reminded me of the SUSAN M5 that I took a look at years ago and then remade the video as well. Kind of looks like that. But see, you got a little X there. You know, like Windows and Linux and stuff. Just close that if you don't want to power it off. But we're powering it off. We're done. Ah, so peaceful. Alright, now we do hectic carnage and pull this thing apart. What's inside of the fake speaker area on the front? And Flippy as well. I want to see Flippy. You folks will have to tell me in the comments below which phone you prefer. Did you like the Timmy more, or did you like the Talk more? I honestly like the Talk more. The Talk had more personality. The Timmy's just very flat and boring, and it is a fairly laggy phone. It was struggling with YouTube. I mean, that was in the browser, but the Talk was just like, yep, I work. Wait, the date here says 2016 to 2017. There's like 3 different years associated with this device. It's one of them. I know I'm picking on a device that's unusable nowadays, and it's fairly old, but I'm one of the only idiots that'll review this thing to people who would want to buy one of these. No, I can't justify it. Alright, and taking all the screws out, I think all the screws, we can pop that off to see the speaker, which is the same as the one that was in the Talk, but it sounded worse. What have we got inside of this though? Can I take the shielding off? No, I can't. Look how weird the SIM tray is though. That is so oddball. So yeah, that speaker area is completely decoration. Apart from the vibration motor being down the bottom there, and the microphone being tucked away there as well, it doesn't serve any purpose, apart from being decorative. There's a magnet here as well. Would that magnet be responsible for that, possibly? I don't think it would be. And with one screw holding down the motherboard, I can pull that out. Wow. What is this? Should I take the shielding off? It'll be easy to get to the shielding, actually. Very sophisticated looking motherboard, though. Let's take the shielding off. Just double check. MT6582V and the Kingston module here. Let's Google this thing. Looking that chip up, it is 8 GB plus 8 gigabits, which is 1 GB of RAM. So why does it say 64 everywhere? That's beyond me. If you have an explanation, feel free to let me know, but I've ripped the shielding off and I may have possibly damaged it a little further, but that's okay. We'll pretend I didn't touch that. If I just plonk that down like so. Factory. That is just the weirdest SIM tray area I have ever seen. That's oddball. So we do have the metal frame, which is great to see. The thing is though, the system on chip didn't really use the metal frame as cooling. I mean, it kind of sat on the back of it there. The question is, how do I now get this out of here? I think this is the only way inside of it. Maybe? Oh, that was actually metal there. Well, I've now bent that out of shape. That's okay. There was a little blue sensor thing over the sensors. Got it. This bit wasn't really meant to come off, but that's okay. Well, there's one screw in here, and the camera is held into place with something. I can't work out for the life of me how this comes out, because I was able to pop this thing. Oh, wait, I found it. Hang on, hold up everyone. I found out how to take this thing apart. It's easy. I just had to destroy most of it for it to work, but hey, it was worth it. So you pop this little doohickey out. There we go. That's it. Oh boy, this is so fucking iffy. Oh boy. Okay. Got it. Alright, so this is the innards. Just have a little board there with the little Lego connector there for the camera, and then we have a little module there, and then that just sort of folds over to where the sensors are and the earpiece. It's pretty much how that works. Nothing too spectacular going on here, but it was worth taking a look at it though. Sucks that I damaged the metal front. I'm pretty sure I could smack that down into place, possibly. I kind of can't remember how the flex ribbon goes back in. I'll put the board back in first, so then it makes a little bit more sense. Does it? Would it? No, I don't know. After fiddling around for a good 20 minutes or so, I've worked it out. Well, I think. Yep, I worked it out. It's good. Don't mind the absolutely janky footage. I forgot to show you the camera up close, and this is what it looks like. And you can see a code of YS008 on it, which I'm assuming that it's 8 megapixels. It looks like it. It's got no movement to it, except for if it focuses, and the LED is also a part of the same flex ribbon. I just thought I'd quickly show you all this because I'm editing the video right now and completely forgot to show this up close. So there you go. That's what that looks like. So if I remove this, okay, and I'll just put the back down into place, just haphazardly, doesn't really matter. Okay, it still works, that's a good thing. Guess I'll display all the full specs to the side just so you get an idea of what's in this. But that's everything that was on the Talk Droid Swivel. The speaker doesn't sound too happy, but that's alright. Yeah, pretty much everything that was in the Talk Droid Swivel is in this, apart from the whole, you know, extra sensor at the top there. But let's see now if I've helped Flippy. Aha! So now, if I was to do this, and go like this, ah, look at that, it works now. No, it doesn't. Let me try that again. Front, back. Yeah, I fixed it. I'd much prefer it like that now, to be honest. The other way was stupid. Okay, well, I've done that then. I don't know if I should put that back in there or just leave it. Maybe I'll put it back in there for the whole sake of it. I'm going to have to put this back together off camera because I need to fix the metal piece and the wires at the bottom are all over the place. But I think you all now get a good idea of what is inside the TIMMY phone. I've investigated everything that I need to investigate, and I think I can finally say that I've looked at this thing all these years later and it's still a cheap generic phone at the end of the day. But as I said, I prefer the Talk. But that, my friends, is a look back at the TIMMY M9 that I purchased all these years ago, and now I've finally had a look at it again. And I hope you've all enjoyed looking at it again. It has definitely been an experience, and I don't remember anything from that video whatsoever. I should torture myself and watch it back just to see what I say in that video, but I do apologize if you've already seen that really cringy video. I think that's it with having a look at some Flippy camera phones. Just something fun that I could fit into the schedule, and I hope you've all enjoyed having a look at this one, and thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you use timestamps to skip to the teardown or whatever, that's completely fine. That's why they're there. If you did take your time out of your day to sit back and watch this entire thing unfold, then I appreciate you so much. Thank you. But that'll do it for this cheapo phone review or installment in Attack of the Clone series. Let me know what you thought of this one down below, and tell me the names of Timmy characters from shows if you want. Apart from the obvious South Park one. We can definitely add Timmy to the list of funny name brands that I've looked at on the channel, which I'm still on the hunt to find more stupid brand names. If you find any, let me know as well, because funny brand names are always a good thing to chuckle over. Thank you again for watching. I always do appreciate it. Please take care of yourself. Stay safe. Be good people. I'll see you all in the next one, which I'll work on. And in the meantime, keep being awesome. Please take care of one another. Hopefully this video wasn't too traumatizing. No, the other one was traumatizing. This one was okay. This one was chill. This one was fine. Now I can put Timmy in the cupboard of all the other welcome devices where he's lived for all these years. Alright, I'm Rambly. I'll shush now. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see you all very soon. Bye. I'll put this back together off camera. It will be fine. If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.